Hey yo, it's Hip Hop DJ Eternal 88. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. And hit the subscribe so when I drop a video, you get notified. Alright, so we got a few things we gonna get into, but just a few small things I'm gonna run over real quick. We got Sheff G turned himself in to serve his 5-year prison sentence for attempted murder and conspiracy charges. And before he went in, he posted, "Give her 50K to play before I go. You know the vibes." So he's doing his 5 years, and he gave his girl 50K. Hopefully she waits for him, you know what I mean? I'm sure she will, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean that disrespectfully, but you never know these days, y'all. Then we got NBA Youngboy, I think his managers or some shit, Alex Jr. announces that Little Caesars Arena ruined the fun. He said the NBA Youngboy concert is canceled. That was supposed to be on October 6th in Detroit. And it has nothing to do with YB's team. It's all Little Caesars Arena. And I'm sure that's due to all like the fights and shit. And, they're worried about violence, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what else it would be from, but whatever. Then we got Tupac's godmother, Asada Shakur. Rest in peace. She died in Cuba at age 78, where she had been hiding since 1979 after escaping a U.S. prison where she was serving life for shooting a cop. No wonder people think Tupac's alive and still in Cuba. He had a godmother down there that escaped prison. And Tupac, if he wouldn't have died, he would have been doing some time. Because he already, I think, had to go back to jail for his case that he got bail for. So on top of that, his bail would have been revoked and he would have been sent to jail plus new assault charges. So it would have been some time he was looking at for sure. So, I mean, I don't think Tupac's still alive, but this is why people think he's in Cuba. Because, look, Asada Shakur was in Cuba, and she was on the run from the law, you know what I mean? But, rest in peace to Asada Shakur, and rest in peace to the GOAT, Tupac. All right, let's get into it, y'all. We got Brittany Renner, man. Brittany Renner wants to increase PJ Washington, her baby's dad. She wants to increase his child support payments. Saying in a new filing this week, $5,500 a month is just not enough. Renner made her case in documents asking for at least $35K a month. That when they did live together in North Carolina, but things drastically changed since her and the toddler moved to Cali. Renner said she cannot afford high cost of living given the current child support orders. And she added that with Washington exercising less than half of the visitation he is entitled to, she's now struggling to make ends meet. Man, this is crazy. $35,000 a month you want for child support? What? I get he's rich or a basketball player or whatever, you know what I mean? But $5,500, that's low for that, I guess. But that is doable. $5,500 is definitely doable. Like, that's over 60 grand a year just for the kid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe, like, she shoots highs, 35K, probably hoping to get really 15 or something like that instead of 5.5. But if you ask me, right, how she treated him in this video she posted, I don't really blame him for not, like, to be honest, like, this is what happens a lot with women and their baby's dads once they break up. The woman will make any time miserable when he has to meet with her. So then he ends up not even coming around the kid because it's just fighting and drama. And this does happen a lot. I've seen this happen growing up a lot with people I know even. You know what I mean? Where women just push the dad away or scare him away. You know what I'm saying? And this is the video that I'm talking about, y'all. This is a couple weeks ago. And this is why she's only getting $5,500. And this is why he doesn't get, like, fulfill his visitation, like, because he's entitled to like way more time with the kid, and he doesn't even do half of what he's entitled to. And if you ask me, in my opinion, this is why right here. Let's get it.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he's quiet, we're gonna record that. Man, hey, it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my
If you had one, maybe I would. Yeah.
I wish I would, bitch.
Yeah. What the f*** you looking at?
That's on my way.
Get your bitch ass out my driveway, huh?
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that bitch. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
Do y'all blame him? If y'all had to go through that every time you went to get your kid, recording you and, you know, trying to fight your girl, saying the baby's crying because it don't want to be with you. Like, the baby's fine, bro. Babies cry. You know what I mean? I don't know. This just seems like bitter baby mama shit to me. And I don't like disagree with her wanting more. He's rich or whatever. She probably will get a little more. But not $35K. That's just insane. $35K a month is... What? What makes you think you're entitled to that much? But whatever, y'all. Either way, we're going to move on to this next thing. This is like kind of old, right? But not really. I kind of missed it, so I want to go over it. Jim Jones and DJ Akademiks ran into each other, right? And the way Jim Jones presented himself to DJ Akademiks and certain things he says kind of makes him look like the boogeyman, you know what I mean? And after we watch this DJ Akademiks clip, I'm going to show you what Fat Joe asked Jim Jones. And the stuff that Jim Jones says to Fat Joe and the stuff that says he says to DJ Akademiks, like, it's just a lot, you know what I mean? If like the feds are listening to all this shit, they're probably thinking... Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, y'all get what I'm saying. But this is what he had to say to DJ Akademiks when he ran into him at NBA Youngboy concert, y'all. Let's get it.
I see Jim. He a little bit over to the stage. Well, not to the stage, but he kind of like a little bit over to the side, where the side of the stage. So I'm like, again, I'm thinking he's cool. Even though the walk-up was a little crazy, right? But I was starting to think, I'm like, oh shit, he probably thought I was like walking up on him. So let me just have a regular conversation with him. So I go over to say, yo, Jim, we gotta get up and we gotta go do the interview. That's what I'm like, we gotta go do the interview. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know if it's because Youngboy was on stage. Jim Jones turned to a YN on me. I swear. Jim Jones was like, yo, hold on, let me holler at you, man. Let me holler at you. And you know when the nigga just start to be a little bit more vigilant, I'm like, is he okay now? Jim is like, yo, listen, man, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, all right, what up, what's good? But he was like, he kept asking questions like, yo, do y'all think the shit y'all do online is cool? So I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm kind of confused, honestly. I'm legit confused. And he mentioned 6ix9ine. He said, whatever, 6ix9ine. Then he's like, yo, y'all gotta know, it ain't safe when niggas is playing with me like that. And I'm thinking about, I'm like, what the fuck do I? So I kept trying to ask him, I said, what me and 6ix9ine gotta do with you? Or what I gotta do with if you and 6ix9ine got something? Jim Jones is like, he's mad at mad at 6ix9ine? And I was thinking, I'm like, yo, is he mad at, like, how is he mad at 6ix9ine and coming at me? Y'all two were 9 Trey Bloods. I was never a 9 Trey Blood, and I don't want to be one. If y'all got a problem, when 6ix9ine was a 9 Trey Blood, Jim knew about it before everybody got locked up. He could have prevented this by trying to do some whatever he had to do then. 6ix9ine gets locked up with some of the 9 Trey dudes, tells on the 9 Trey dudes, and then afterwards, yeah, 6ix9ine is still clowning because 6ix9ine like wearing that rat sleeve. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't care.
So he was kind of rough to DJ Akademiks. Said having beef with Jim Jones, you're not safe, right? Then, which is kind of crazy, you know what I mean? And the fact that he even brought 6ix9ine up is really wild. Especially with like people asking the whole wire. I'm a Jim Jones fan, mind you, real quick. I just want to put that out there. I'm definitely a Jim Jones fan. But matter of fact, he's my favorite Dipset artist, to be honest. You know what I mean? But people did kind of question him being on the wiretap and saying to super violate 6ix9ine and never even getting questioned about it by the feds. Like, there's never a report of him talking to them about it. They never approached him about it. It just seems kind of strange. And then when Fat Joe asked him about the Drop Your Flag challenge, he's like openly admitting that a lot of terrible things happened behind this. People's lives were ruined behind being in a gang, but he still doesn't agree with the Drop Your Flag challenge. It just seems kind of strange. Like to anybody else, you think they would get like some sort of like indictment, or they would have got booked for saying super violate 6ix9ine, especially after 6ix9ine got kidnapped and all kinds of shit happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seems sketchy, y'all. And this is what he had to say to Fat Joe with the Drop Your Flag challenge. Now, I do respect Jim Jones, but we got to do this. This is content. Let's get it.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
So have you been seeing Hocus 4/5 doing the put the flag down?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
To each his own. You heard? But I think it's a way to do everything. I think that the positive message that he's trying to push, he didn't have to drop his flag to do so. You heard? Like, we in a war right now. You heard? And us being in a position and for the things that people see us for, is either going to work two ways for us. Negative or positive is how you paint the picture. I've been turning this picture into a positive situation for a long time. I ain't the perfect person. I know what I chose to get into. I know the brotherhood that I'm a part of, and I know why I'm here. The reasons I started with are not the reasons that I'm ending with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a real solid place where I can help a lot of these kids that grew up misplaced and just in the hood with nothing to look forward to, and nothing. Like, I can help that. I can help offset that. And even if I can help one person, then I know I did my job, and maybe that one person can help somebody else. But people put themselves in certain situations, and I don't know his certain situations, so I just don't want to talk bad about nobody that's probably trying to get himself out of whatever he's into. But I do know for a fact that this is a little bit deeper than dropping the flag for me. You heard? Like, I started something that has destroyed a lot of lives, that had put a lot of people in danger. Like, I know that wholeheartedly. I take accountability for everything that I do. You heard? But in the flip side is that I'm still here and I'm still moving with my brotherhood, and I'm showing them a positive thing. What I've done has not been done where I'm from. You heard? So when they look at me and they see me being a businessman, an executive, an artist, a successful person, a good father, I'm changing the narrative for all people that's affiliated with gang and had to come up through gang culture because they never had the brotherhood that they needed to. We don't have that support system coming up outside. It's lonely outside.
Taking advantage of
100%. 100%. There's nothing pretty about this lifestyle. I'm not trying to paint a pretty picture. You heard it's a disgusting lifestyle.
And multiple people responded to this. Hassan Campbell responded to this, said he respected it. Even Hocus 4/5 himself, the guy who created the Drop Your Flag challenge, responded to this. And I don't know, man. My opinion is Jim Jones is a little bit too old for this kind of stuff. And to call a gang a brotherhood, I guess that's what it is. I don't know. You know what I mean? But he even said it's a nasty lifestyle. It's ruined a lot of people's lives. You know what I mean? So to be telling DJ Akademiks it ain't safe for you if you diss him, Then saying this when you're asked about the drop your flag challenge, it just makes you wonder how a person can get away with blatantly doing, you know what I mean? Like doing things and nobody ever even questions him. You know what I mean? Like there's no record of Jim Jones being even interrogated about being part of the Bloods or like anything. It just seems kind of strange, but I guess it's not illegal to be in a gang. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Follow me on IG, and we out.